I'm here today with my good friend Beelzebub of Mystic Circle to talk about the new record that you guys released back in March, around my birthday, by the way, called Airs Demon. So let me first of all welcome you to the channel again. Thank you for taking the time. It's always a pleasure to talk to you. It's always a pleasure to talk to you about your music. Welcome.
Thank you, Pedro. The pleasure is on our side. So yeah, we are really looking forward to do this interview. I'm really looking forward to do this interview. You know this. We appreciate your channel very much. So yeah, thank you very much.
So let me start off by asking you this. 1 year between records versus 16 years between records. What do you attribute to this quick succession of these two albums with just 1 year break in between them?
Well, it's an easy thing. When we broke up together in 2007, the band was over from my side. I had no inspiration anymore. And since I'm together with my bandmate Black War again in 2000, the inspiration is flowing. So there is lots more stuff is coming. We are planned. We are in the studio. The demos for the next CD are ready. We have a good new record label with Fireflash Records, which is compared with Atomic Fire, but it's from Marcus Woskian, our friend, and when I can say this, manager in some way. So yeah, we are very inspired, and the thing we produce music is easy. We are not acting like a band in that way. When Blackwire and myself meet in his studio, we just start to record our ideas, and then a new song is out. So and then we go in the studio to produce with Niels at the end, if we have the album is finished, and then we go to make the final decisions, the final stuff in the studio with Niels. So it's very easy for us to produce music, and we have lots of ideas, lots of new concepts which we want to do in the future. Maybe you can ask me about it. I can tell you something.
For sure. Now that you're mentioning it, I'm for sure going to ask you about it. But before I ask you the next question, let me just say Marcus is a great guy, so you're definitely in good hands.
Yeah, he's one of the best in the business, really. And we are, yeah, he's like the crew. He's in our crew. He's like a band member in some way. And yeah, we often meet private, drink something, or yeah, we do some stuff together.
You don't know this, but when we started the channel, it's going to be 6 years ago. He was one of the first guys that really believed in us and allowed us. At the time, he was working for Nuclear Blast, and he allowed us to use Nuclear Blast videos, music with no copyright issues, nothing like that. So I owe him a lot. Him and the whole crew, the original crew, if you will, at Nuclear Blast 6 years ago. Most of the guys that are at Atomic Fire now. We as a channel, we owe those guys a very big debt of gratitude, because they were, when we were just starting off, they really believed in us and allowed us to do what we do. I don't think we would be here today talking if it wasn't for them.
Yeah, and they were very well to believe in you, because we believe in you too, and many other bands and musicians, I think and hope and know that they believe in your channel and in you both, because when we see you, it's always a pleasure, and it's always fun to watch your dedication in that music and in the bands. But let's go back to Marcus. Yeah, the good thing is he is not only a businessman, which we all have to be in some way, but he is like us. He believes what we do, so we don't have compromises in our art. So he stands totally on our side, and he gives us his back. And yeah, we are.
So you mentioned that the juices are flowing, the creativity is back. You already have some demos for the next record. Did that creativity got triggered with the album Mystic Circle, or was that something that led to the album Mystic Circle?
Yeah, it totally led to the album of Mystic Circle. The trigger point was the meeting of Black War and myself. as I told you before, it was Christmas Eve 2020, I guess, yeah. And we meet and talked, and we have the same passion, we have the same inspiration, and yeah, the passion for the dark side of mystical stuff, the same musical taste. And yeah, when we come around, inspiration, when we come together, inspirations are flowing. That's really a gift. So as long as we have the inspiration and the passion as friends, we will carry on the band. And if not, we quit the band and we say, okay, we did some good stuff and it's over. So we are really honest about that. But in the next, we planned the next 2 or 3 years. We have plans for the next 2 or 3 years. And the demos for the next album are completely finished, but we have to wait to go in the final in the studio with Niels. So we have to check out. So, yeah.
Wow, it's incredible. I mean, you just released an album a few months ago, and you already have the next one in the pipelines. I mean, you guys are working good and fast. So let me ask you this: it's been a couple of months since the album came out on March 17th. You've had time to see the fan reaction. You've had time to see the impact the album has had. Are you satisfied with this album release in terms of the impact with the fans and the feedback that you've been receiving?
Yeah, we don't care so much about the press. We are honored when the press likes it, but you know, the press, it's like sometimes they go with us our way. We decided to go. Sometimes they don't. But with that album, we are 100% satisfied, and I think people who going deeper in that album, they go with us and they know what we meant when we produced this album, because it was a continuation of the Mystic Circle album, but with more heavy metal style, played in a disharmonic way. And we are going to our other passion now. We are going more and more in that horror stuff. We are very influenced by horror soundtracks, horror movies of the 80s, 90s. So that is what you see in the videos and what you hear in the in the production. But the production is very modern. So, but it's really yeah. We compare brutality with that dark mystical stuff, with dark sounds from keyboard, orchestral sounds, horror movie sounds. And we love to play this heavy metal, classical heavy metal tabulators, but played in a disharmonic way. So yeah, we are very satisfied, and we have lots of when we see in Instagram or something, yeah, there are coming lots of people who go with us. So they say, yeah, they like the stuff. They seem to like the stuff. People.
I felt like this new record, when I compare it with Mystic Circle, it felt a little bit more complete. It felt better together as a record. Was that a result of the production? Is that a result of you guys now having one record back under your belt, working together, understanding perhaps a little bit more of the dynamics? What critically changed from Mystic Circle to this album that allows me to feel like this album feels like a more complete body of work?
Well, the main thing is that we go more and more into that horror stuff. For example, but on the Infernal Satanic Verses and on the Drachenblut, it was more the orchestral, the classical stuff. And now we use more sounds. Sometimes they are hidden, who go more evil, more dark. That you only feel sometimes the sounds, but you don't hear it. You know, and yeah, of course we love melodic parts. So yeah, it's more we want to top the Mystic Circle album musically, and it's our style, and we want to improve our style by album. So we want to have it's necessary for us. We have 8 or 9 songs on each album, and it's not particular that you you produce 2 or 3 hits. We want to catch the listener to a journey. So we want to make them listening to the whole album and say, yeah, each song has its parts, and it's like a journey. It's like a picture, and yeah, it's no concept album, but we see it as a concept.
Yeah, there's a theme, if you will, or at least a flow to it, if you will.
Yeah, a flow. Yeah.
Was this album, or did this album pose you any obstacles that you weren't perceiving beforehand? Was there any difficulties putting this record together when you compare, for example, with Mystic Circle, or was this a smoother ride?
No, there were no difficulties. I mean, it's easy for us to write the songs. No, I think we found our style, and we have so much inspirations about musically and from the themes, the song themes, the lyrics we want to write. It's no problem. Also for the future, for the next 2-3 years, it's no problem. We have planned some concepts already.
The way you talk about this record, everything about this, right? You're happy with everything. You're proud of everything about this album. Was there anything in the album cycle that you dislike? Is there any part of the process in releasing a record that it's your least favorite part of releasing a record?
No, because we made a promise when we start the band again, and that is to be 100%. We don't release a 99% song or a picture or whatever. We stand 100% with everything. If we do merchandise, if we do the cover, the layout, the cover artwork, the songs, the sounds, we are 100% behind it. But of course, we want to stay by that standard, and it's, for us, it's a very high standard. But maybe we can top it, maybe not, I don't know, but this is our style, and we want to have this standard for the future. And if we feel that standard is not there, we don't want to we don't release that stuff. So
you mentioned the demos, so I have to ask you this: now that you already have those demos, is the sound of this record that more horror vibe, that more nuance in terms of the eeriness of the tracks? Like you're saying, you may not hear it, but you feel it, that eerie feeling that the tracks have. Is that something that it's going to continue into the next record?
Yeah, it will be, but I can tell you much about this because there are 3 songs. There are concept songs about a theme, and of course we continue our horror stuff in that thing. Yeah, there will be melodic parts, there will be brutal parts, there will be slow parts, there will be very fast parts, and there will bombastic parts. Of course, yeah.
Now you have me excited about this prospect of the next record. You know, because
and the cover and the cover artwork, we have the ideas. So I think Rafael Tavares, who did this last 2 albums, will also do it. Will be cool also. We have all the ideas together.
Wow, it's really exciting to see you guys do this kind of work and release a record. Already looking forward to the next record. It seems to be that the fountain of creativity is not drying up anytime soon, and that's good news, because this latest record was phenomenal. I really enjoyed the record. I really enjoyed, after checking out that single that we did on the channel, I went back and I listened to the album. You guys really topped Mystic Circle with this record. So and I'm a big fan of the horror stuff too, so it was right at home for me. Vocally, how was this album for you? With this change in sound, with this change in the more horror vibe, did that impact your vocal approach?
No, not really. I mean, from my vocals, I can't sing in that way. So I have no clean lyrics. It's more spoken words. It's more the deep growling. It's more the high growling. and we also use samples. Also on the upcoming album after this Ärztemon, we use samples. We have some ideas. Yeah, but I try to scream most brutal that I can. So the much brutal that I can, and yeah, it has to fit to each song. So I got a special feeling because of the lyrics. I think the lyrics must flow in some way, and we have the good thing is I have the luxury to have enough time to play with the lyrics. So yeah, it's
How is the lyrical? Because that was something I wanted to ask you. How was the lyrical process for this record? Do you have lyrics in mind? Do you listen to the song, get inspiration for the lyrics?
Yeah.
How does it work?
Mostly it's a theme. We have all the titles when there is no music, or I get a refrain, a chorus in my thoughts. Yeah, or we speak together. Oh, I like this movie, or like this mystical story, and we want to do some lyrics behind it. But it all starts on the names of the songs. So, and then we go for it. And it's mostly the chorus. We build up. We have a chorus, and then we build the lyrics and this whole thing around.
So you have the names of the songs even before you write the songs?
Yeah.
Wow. So then when you're writing the music, are you also writing the music towards the lyric, the title of the track?
Yeah, we have mostly riffs or something, and we try to get a vibe, which riffing is, or the chorus, and which riffing is, or which song starts with that. And yeah, it's very easy for us. Sometimes
Sounds complicated. Sounds complicated.
I don't know, but for us, it's our style. I can speak from myself. Sometimes I have a whole song in the head, and then yeah, we try to produce it, but mostly it sounds then like I have it in the head. Or Black Boy is producing also riffings, and yeah. But yeah, Black Boy has made 2 songs, and we fit it on the lyrics then, or I change a little bit the chorus because I have this chorus. So we work both on it, and yeah, it's a perfect symbiosis. But that's the way we write songs. The concept is, for example, we have 2 songs already for the album after this, and we have the name of the album after this. So on the 4th album, if you say it, or our 10th album. So yeah, we are always in planning some stuff.
Yeah, you guys don't stop. When you look at this new record, is there? It's hard to pick a song when you're an artist and you created an album. They're all your children, if you will. But is there a song on this album that maybe vocally for you connects better? Like it's one of those. It's like your favorite song because of the way the vocals come across. And do you have a track like that on this album?
There is no favorite song. What I like is the solo from Hell, because it gave this little stadium power metal Iron Maiden feeling.
Big arena
in my eyes. Yeah, and I like this melodic stuff, and I like this tablature which is played on that album, on that song. So, but I have no favorite song because the whole album, I don't see each song by itself. I see the whole album, and that's, for me, it's 100% what we want to do, and hopefully the people like it. And if not, we don't care, because we do our own thing. We, as I said you before, we told you before, we must stand 100% behind the stuff we do, and that's what we do.
Have you ever had a chance to sit down and think about the longevity of the band? I know you guys had that hiatus, that breakup, that hiatus there, 16 years, but overall, you know, the longevity of the band, 9 records going into 10 records. When you started the band back in the day, did you ever think you guys were going to be around this long?
We don't think about it at this time because we we don't even think about the breakup or something. We think about it, yeah, we want to do something big, and it was like a gang at this time. As you maybe you can compare it with Watain a little bit. They are a gang, you know, and yeah, we were there since 99 or something. 98 we were a real gang, so we did parties together, we hang out together, rehearse room, and we were really uh yeah, like punks or something, you know. It's like a satanic punk community. I don't know what we
Satanic punk, a punk gang.
yeah, was very crazy at this time. Yeah. So, but
One,
we didn't thought about it, if we are what else? I mean, if the band is still exists or not. Or when I left the band or quit the band or ended the band in 2007, till 2020, maybe 5 months before I met Black 4, I never thought about it really. It's honest to make Mystic Circle again, because I only do something when there is 100% heart and spirit together, and we found our way and we found our passion. So yeah.
one last question for you, and this is your opportunity to tell us everything that you've been hiding in terms of what the future holds. So the album came out March 17th. We're talking now in July. What is the future for Mystic Circle? Shows, you write, what can you share of your Mystic future?
What can we share? Well, planned is that the Infernal is coming out on Spotify, and there will be another vinyl release of Infernal. Let's say November, and we try to get in the studio in October for the next record, so it will be released at the end of 2024, I guess, November, December, if all goes well. Next month in August, we produce another video from the Mothman. Will be very cool. We have some cool ideas, so which will be released maybe in October or something. Yeah, and then if all goes wrong, we have some cover versions from the past, and we do another cover version, and then we try to make another vinyl of only of these cover versions, limited edition for our collectors in April maybe. So, and then we produce, of course, for the next upcoming album next year, we produce 2 or 3 videos. Yeah, and at the end of the year, Blackwar and myself speak about live shows, but the nearest thing is 2025 when we start with that. So
Okay.
we will see. Yeah.
So, I mean, there's not a lack of new stuff coming up. You have a busy 2024. It looks like your 2024 and the rest of 2023 is packed. So leaving the live shows for 2025 might not be a bad idea after all, because I don't know how you're going to fit all of this in your schedule. You guys are busy, busy, busy.
Yeah, we make us busy because we have lots of outputs, and we try. But yeah, we have to do it. But it's no stress for us because it flows. So, but if we want to go on stage, we have to. Yeah, we have to speak it really clearly, because it's a big thing for us, and when we feel it, we will do it. If we don't feel it, we don't go on stage anymore. But we will see. That's yeah, and it has planning phases, so we are very busy with the new album, and this, yeah, we do it 25 then maybe. Yeah.
You know, the great thing about this is you guys are having a great time. That comes across in the music, and then we have a great time listening to the music that you guys made while having a great time. Everybody's having a great time.
And that's the point, yeah.
So everybody's happy. We're happy that you guys are happy. You make good music because you're happy, and then that makes us happy.
We give our best for it, yes.
it's a circle of dark love. That's
of course, yeah.
That's what it is. Beelzebub, thank you very much for your time today. It's always a pleasure to talk to you. Thank you very much for taking the time. Keep me posted about those new video releases and anything that you guys are up to so that we can share it on the channel and get everybody's attention so that they can follow you guys and pick it up.
Yeah, we are in contact anyway, my friend, so no problem. I keep you updated, I keep you posted. And you have to grow your channel more and more, and yeah, you have to serve it. You're a cool guy. Send greetings to Antonio.
Yes, Antonio. He just got home from the gym. I just heard the door.
Oh, cool.
So I'll go say hi to him. I'll tell him you said hi. Thank you very much for your time. We'll stay in touch for sure, 100%. And if I'm ever in Germany, I'll come and see you.
Of course. Or we come to you.
Oh, that would be even better.
Yeah.
You know, my house is your house, so my doors are always open. If you're
maybe you are on tour in your area someday, and you have to come.
You have to come. We'll come to the show, and you can, if you guys need to stay at our place, my house is your house.
Super.
All right. All the best.
See you, my friend.